Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I thank you guys so much for your absolute wonderful patience. I have gotten the sewing room issue worked out. All of my stuff is where it's supposed to be. My costumes are safe, so I thank you for your well wishes, and I am here to get back to you on the Q&A, and I am so excited because there was actually a pretty large response for this. I'm so shocked. I'm glad that you guys want to know things about me. So thank you guys so much for your questions. I'm here today to answer them, of course. If you can't tell, I'm wearing a very casual Lucina because I just haven't worn her in a while and I thought she deserved a little bit of love. So without further introduction, let's get started on the questions. William asks, do you have any other hobbies like sculpting, drawing, or singing, etc.? Yes, all of those. I actually appreciate every form of art. I love it. I went to art school. My favorite thing to do is draw. I draw a lot in my free time. Well, if I can find any good examples, I'll include a drawing here or here. I'm hoping to open up an artist alley table at a convention coming up. I'm not sure which one. It depends on whichever ones accept me. It's definitely a hobby that I have been doing for a very long time. Drew asks, do you have any cosplay that you want to do but are scared that you can't pull off? This is a good question. I don't think I've ever been scared away from a costume because of not being able to pull it off. I'm pretty confident in my makeup skills. However, there are a few costumes that I've shied away from because I'm not quite sure how it would translate in real life on me. The number one costume I can think of is Jinx from League of Legends. She wears a very revealing outfit and it works really well on her, but I don't have that small of a chest. I think that's the number one thing that concerns me about that costume is the possibility of wardrobe malfunctions. If I had to pick a cosplay that I was a little afraid to do, it would be Jinx. However, that being said, never let a fear that you can't pull a character off hold you back from actually cosplaying them, because if you love that character, you're gonna pull them off fine. If you have that much passion embedded into that character that you're willing to make the costume for them, you're gonna do just fine. Don't worry about it. I'm so sorry if I say names wrong. I'm usually pretty good at this, so let's see if I can do this right. Kukibon asks, if you could only wear one cosplay for an entire year, which cosplay would it be? Oh. I would definitely have to pick one that I'm not only comfortable in physically, but confident in, and I think if I really had to wear only one costume for an entire year, I would probably wear Kotori. But I'm really proud of that costume, and I think I would be okay with wearing that for an extended period of time. Yeah, probably Kotori. Shayna Dia asks, what is your favorite convention to attend? And what convention would you really like to go to that you haven't had a chance to attend yet? That's a good question. My favorite convention to attend is really hard to answer because this has kind of changed a few times over the years. I think Colossal Con is my favorite convention to attend. All of my friends are there. I always see pretty much everyone I'm trying to see. The water park, the location is just amazing. It's one of my favorite hotels. I just love staying there. And just the environment itself is so relaxed, and it really is, it's Vacation Con. So I'm super pumped because it just happens to be coming up in 3 weeks. Okay, now that I'm over that small mental breakdown, is there a convention that I would like to go to but I haven't had a chance to yet? Yes. My new dream con is actually AX, Anime Expo. I have no idea when that will be, but that is definitely one that I have my heart set on going to at least once. This took me a while to figure out what your username actually was. Man Without Fear. Are there any costumes that you wish to make but for one reason or another you are unable to? Yes. As many of you know, I really fell in love with the Cinderella dress from the 2015 Cinderella movie that recently came out, and I am so excited to eventually do it one day, but I certainly cannot do it right now. Believe it or not, the reason is I don't have the room. This dress would take up my entire sewing room. I don't have the space to make and or store the dress right now, and I think until I move out of where I am currently, I'm not going to be able to actually construct the dress, which is kind of sad, but I think it's a good reason to hold off. I don't think I'm going to ever let my own personal skill hold me back from making a costume, just because if I don't ever attempt it, I'm never going to learn. I'm in a stage with cosplay where all I want to do is learn, and I'm so happy with the knowledge that I've acquired from knowing nothing to where I am today. Cosplay is amazing! And then they went on to say, for For example, I wish I could do a Guyver costume, but it's way too complex for me to even attempt. Don't say that! If you want to do it, you should do it. It may take a long time. Take your time. Nothing should be thought of as being too complex. If you just break it down into tiny steps, you can definitely do it. Trust me. Don't ever doubt yourself. You can do it. I promise. And if you need help, I'm here cheering you on. Charismatic Alpaca asks, "Hi Emily. How did you meet Jackie?" So Jackie is my cat. If you guys don't know that, she won't come into the room to be on camera with me right now, so here are some pictures. She is adorable. I love her very, very much. I met Jackie because I went over to my friend Kinder's house, and she is plagued with barn cats. And I had recently lost my cat that I had had for 15 years. And as a surprise, when I got my wisdom teeth out and I was a little bedridden, Kinder brought this cat over to my house, and at the point in time she was very, very, very sick. And Kinder had expressed to us that if someone didn't take her, she was gonna die, so we took her in. She's adorable. I mean, how— oh, look at those eyes. She's like 200% eyes. She did pee in my toaster, though. Avi asks, how do you deal with body image / confidence in cosplay? Does it decrease or increase your confidence, or does it vary per cosplay? Avi, that is an excellent question, and I am so glad that you asked it. I have never been a person who's been particularly in shape, we'll say. I've never been ashamed of my body, ever. But it does affect you in different ways than you would expect. One thing that cosplay, I think, has helped me with is accepting that. Because when I started making my own costumes, a whole new world of possibilities opened up for me. I was able to make these costumes look good on me because I know my body. I know what looks good on my body. And it helped me a lot. Being able to make these costumes and being able to make clothes that make me feel just as comfortable as someone who is a size 2 is amazing. It's not even just body confidence. I think this hobby has increased my overall confidence. Yeah, there's moments where I have some issues, but when don't we all? Though I need to stop doing one thing, and that one thing is comparing myself to everyone else. What sort of standard are we all being held to? There is none. Don't worry about accuracy. Don't worry about what other people are gonna say. They are not paying for your costume. They are not the one wearing your costume. And if they have a problem with it, it says a lot more about them as a person than it does about you. But trust me, I'm rooting for you. I think you're all beautiful. Don't worry about what the other people say, because it just doesn't matter. Sugar Kitty asks, do you have any dream cosplays that you wanted to do? Also, you are amazing and keep up the good work. You're amazing! Thank you. Yes, I have a long list of dream cosplays. There is one costume that's been on my list for a really long time, and it is Doll from Kuroshitsuji. I keep putting her in my costume lineups and then I never get around to her. So one day. Or Kamui from Fire Emblem Fates. I love her. I love Kamui so much. Oh, and I hope to be doing her for Youmacon this year. So that's gonna be something that I'm really looking forward to. It's funny, I just added her and she's gonna end up being done before Doll. Bishanisers asks, what single piece of a cosplay are you most satisfied with? Caitlin, that's a hard question. I always end up picking 2 of everything and I feel like I'm cheating when I do that. So I'm actually gonna pick one this time, and that one is my periwinkle wings. I have never, or at the point in time, had never made a prop like that before, and I made them in a night. I wasn't even on a deadline, I just got on a roll, and I was so excited. I made these wings in a night. I'm so proud of those, you guys. Thanks, Lexi. Every costume is a Levi costume. If you guys don't know, this is a joke that's been going on between me and Lexi forever. She just says every character that I cosplay is Levi. So every character is Levi. But if I was gonna answer honestly, I think I have 5 Levi costumes. Yin Yagami asks, what's your favorite soup? Tomato. Misty Blue Lights asks, what do you do to get yourself motivated to work on cosplay? I don't. I should be working on cosplay right now. I find what gets me most motivated is actually setting a schedule for myself. If I write down what things I need to get done on what day to keep myself on schedule, then it's easier for me. I've always worked better off of an actual schedule, and I think that's just because that's the way school was, and school was most of my life. Definitely having a schedule has helped. Another thing I find that when I'm actually in the process, what keeps me motivated is throwing on my Pandora and just letting the music play because it's something that's not distracting, and it gets you into a rhythm. If I'm really passionate about the character, I tend to work a little faster and work better and be more motivated to actually get it done. Royal Lily asks, character-wise, what is currently your favorite makeup you've done? I'm gonna split this into two, actually, because I do a lot of boys and girls, so I'm gonna split that. So, on the boys' side, my favorite makeup I've done has definitely been Levi. Doing Levi's makeup has always been super fun, and I think it's because I feel like I look so different from myself. I love the angled eyebrows, and then female makeup-wise, probably the first time I did Kotori. I had not tried on the costume, I had not done a makeup test, I had done nothing. When I put it on, I just felt so cute. Tokudoku asks, what's the weirdest, most annoying cosplay materials you have ever used? Me, Libby, and Kinder used a shady upholstery vinyl from a shady furniture shop that we got underneath the table to make our Attack on Titan belts. I used a red solo cup to reinforce the pauldrons for this costume after Rin had made them for me. I'm currently using industrial zip ties to bone a corset, and I absolutely hate metallic paint. Dancing Panda has a few questions, so I'm just going to answer them in tandem. Who is your cosplay idol? I'm going to say that I admire cosplayers over consider them an idol, and my number one is my friends. I absolutely love my cosplay friends, my little close-knit community that I've developed, the people you've seen in my vlogs. Those people are so close to me, I love them so much, and they all just inspire me. They're all amazing, they're so talented. What could I want more? Kamui Cosplay has been an excellent provider of materials and knowledge for cosplayers throughout the years. If you're new to armor making, she is your go-to person. You go to Kamui and you can find all of her books on the basics of armor making and LEDs and painting, and it's a one-stop shop. I am absolutely in awe, and I admire the cosplayers who go out of their way to provide more resources for other people in the community. Next, pancakes or waffles? Neither. I am gluten intolerant. What's the most interesting thing you've ever eaten? I'm not that adventurous. I think the most interesting thing I have ever eaten is crocodile. And I believe that is all the questions. Thank you guys. If you asked a question and I did not answer it, I am so sorry. I just didn't see it. In theory, I have answered all the questions. So I thank you guys so much for your participation, for sending me in questions. I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun, so I hope in the future to do another one of these, and I really appreciate your guys' participation. I think this is a great way to interact with each other. I love it. And I'm gonna end on a question for you guys. What is one thing that you hope to accomplish in your time as a cosplayer? Please answer in the comments down below. I'm so excited to hear from you guys. Again, if I didn't answer your question, I am absolutely, totally sorry. I did not mean to skip over you. I had a great time doing this, and I thank you guys so much. You all mean the world to me. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. That being said, I am working towards Colossal Con right now, so I am very busy. In the meantime, before I get to convention vlogs, you will be receiving work logs, and I hope that will be sufficient. If there's something that I'm doing on a costume that confuses you, and you want to know more about, and you want a tutorial about it, please comment on the pictures that I'm posting on my Facebook, Tumblr, or Instagram. Ask then, because now is the time to ask. Don't ask once the costume is already complete, because the likelihood of me doing it again is very minimal. I am so excited, and I hope I see a lot of you at Colossal Con. If you're going to Colossal Con, post a comment down below. I'll post a pre-con video as well, saying what my lineup will be and where I will be on what days, and hopefully we can meet up. Alright, thank you guys so much. I am so excited for Colossal Con, and I hope to see you all there. Bye! Try this at home, kids. When you don't have something to hold your crown on, you just use straight pins. Oh my god, my head hurts so bad.